So this vlog is going to be a weekend in the life vlog. So I'm going to be exploring the city, trying new things, and the first thing up today is rock climbing. Now my walk was pretty cool because I went through Corkdown Commons to get to the rock climbing spot, and honestly I love this area because they have a bunch of cool art installations and they have a really nice park nearby as well, so make sure you guys check it out if you have a chance. This spot is called Rock On Climbing and it's a bouldering facility. It cost me about $35 with the day pass and the shoe rental. So bouldering is different from rock climbing because the walls aren't that tall, they're about 15 feet, and you don't have any harness either, so you just fall on the padded mat. There's also different levels of difficulty as well, with V0 being the lowest and it can go all the way up to V17. So when I first got on there, I randomly just started climbing stuff and didn't really care for the numbers, and then it got kind of boring because the walls weren't that tall. So I grabbed the guy who's working there, had him breaking down for me, and then he also did like a demo run to climb this wall because I couldn't figure it out. Bro was super chill and did it with ease. Then it was my turn to do it, and honestly it was pretty challenging because you got to keep your body to the wall and like raise your leg in weird angles, but luckily I was able to complete it. Just know when you're doing this, you're gonna fall a lot. This is way harder than I thought. Like way harder. Then I moved walls and tried this one over here, but it didn't work any better. Yeah, a little bit. My calves look crazy though. After falling down a million times, I made it my goal to finish this wall. And low-key, I cheated a bit by using my knee on that red thing. But a dub is a dub. Like, I'm not trying to spend all day here. You crazy?
Not the best, but you made it.
I got ready. I'm in my like preppy boy era right now. I guess it's a staycation. I'm gonna be going to Whole Renfrew Cafe, which is kind of like a bougie area. I want to try it out. Also, I need to pick up some new fragrances. So this is the first luxury scent I've ever had. Tom Ford Costa Azzurra, I think it's called. And it got me into scents as well. For me, like the price doesn't really matter for something. I don't really care if it's $5 or from the dollar store. Like if it smells good, I'm gonna use that. All right, so I'm about to head out right now. And again, it's gonna be an Uber Flex because for some reason, I'm always late to go to places, but it is what it is, you know? Just want to give a quick shout out to Magic Mind. They sent me a 2-week supply worth of this. It's their 2-ounce productivity shot. And honestly, I was a bit skeptical at first if they're gonna work or not. But 2 weeks later, I can honestly tell you that it does work. You can take my word for it. It helps me feel more productive and more energized without giving me the jitters and the gassiness I usually get with coffee or energy drinks. They have things like ashwagandha, lion's mane, cordyceps mushrooms, and other things like that, which help keep you energized, productive, and help you lock in for longer. People like Joe Rogan, Bradley Martin have also used this and also like the product as well. Now, the great thing is they offer a 100% money back guarantee, no questions asked, which means they really believe in their product. If you're interested in Magic Mind and being more productive, click the link in the description or in the pinned comments and use my code Ennvisionn20 for 20% off. So I finally made it to the whole cafe, and luckily I was able to get a corner booth to myself even though it was pretty busy. Now when it came time to ordering, I had to go with the most high calorie thing on the menu. The guy said this burger, so I got truffle fries and a burger. Pretty basic, I know, but it tasted pretty good. And of course I absolutely beasted that. Then it was on to the lowest floor to check out some fragrances. So I checked out a bunch of fragrances from different brands, and it wasn't until I stumbled upon this one. It's called Serge Lutens. I think it's a French brand. I don't even know if I pronounced it properly, but I didn't even know it existed until I tried one of their scents, and I was hooked. Like, it was really fresh, really nice, and it was exactly what I was looking for. So I copped it and left. Quick shout out to the rep that was helping me. Honestly, that was the best customer service experience I've had in probably a couple of years. So today I'm going to be checking out Cafe Landwehr. It's a pretty cool looking cafe from what I've seen when I passed by it. I decided to check it out today. I like the aesthetic on the inside, very retro. So I got a berry smoothie to hold me over while I work on this video. I'd rate the smoothie like a 7 out of 10. I was there for like a solid 30 minutes and I couldn't even focus, so I just decided to put my laptop away and read a book instead. And even still, I couldn't focus, so I just wrapped it up and went home. Finally home. It's about 7 o'clock. Spent like a good amount of time out. Now I'm just gonna work on the video a little bit more. I'm working on an investing video, but before that I'm gonna go check if I have a package downstairs.
1 minute later.
I'm locked out.
Oh, hell no.
Going to get a package for concierge downstairs. I locked the door. I check on my pockets. I'm like, yo, where are my keys? I realized I probably set them downstairs, but I'm like, okay, let's not panic. Like, maybe the concierge can do something. So I go downstairs, I get my Amazon package, and then I'm like, yo, can you open the door? He's like, no, we can't do anything about it. Contact your landlord. I'm like, bro, So I called my landlord twice, leave him a message. He still hasn't responded, and now I'm getting my family members to drive from another city 40 minutes away. So I don't really know what to do for 40 minutes. I was gonna edit a video. Okay, so update, I found a way to break into my car, so at least I have a place to chill. I just find it so funny that I have like these experiences in this car. Like before it was stuck in traffic for 1 hour. Now it's locked out in my condo for 1 hour. Okay, I know what we can do. We can have a real conversation. So the topic I want to bring up is being able to sit with yourself and your thoughts. So earlier this week while I was cooking and stuff, try to look for a video on YouTube. So dead right now. There's no, like, besides my videos, like, there's nothing to watch. I decided, I'm like, let me listen to a podcast to better myself. The topic came up about like thoughts and stuff, and I was thinking, not a lot of people can really sit with themselves and sit with their thoughts. Like, for example, I can do that, but I choose to have like a dopamine spike of listening to music like while I'm working, cleaning. And I realized that honestly doing that so much is not good for your brain, because you just filter out all the thoughts you could have or some epiphanies and stuff like that, and just listen to music constantly. And while I'm listening to music, I'm also thinking about stuff too. It's just so much going on in my brain, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of people need to learn to just sit down in silence and be able to ask themselves why they think the way they do, why these thoughts are coming up, why you do the bad things and the good things in your life. Like, what is the reason? I think it was Socrates, the whole why guy. It's like, you ask somebody, why do you like that flavor? Okay, and then keep asking why until you delve down to the really deep depths and the real core ideal or idea of why they think the way they do. And I know it's annoying when someone's like, why? Because it really causes you to think, okay, how much deeper can I get? But if you really sit down to think about your mannerisms, your thoughts, and your ideals, and you keep going down, breaking it down to the whole core value or the whole core belief, like the foundation, I guess you could say, of the idea, or like the starting block, it's really beneficial for you. Like, I'm really trying to focus on being with myself and being with my own thoughts. I'll often filter out periods where I can use silence to reflect, and then I'll just fill it with music. But I realized that I need to be able to sit down in silence and just really let thoughts flow through your brain, and only interact with the ones that are positive and good for you. And also for the bad ones that are coming in your brain, you really got to figure out and understand why that's happening and where those thoughts are coming from, and then dealing with the root of the issue. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Okay, so I just got an exciting update right now. It's almost 8 o'clock. 1 hour later since I've been locked out, and luckily my family's outside, so I'm gonna go quickly grab the key. Dude, I'm finally inside after like 1 whole hour, bro. It's like 8:08 right now. See, I got my keys. Yeah, shout out to my family for dropping them off. I'm such an idiot for locking myself out. Okay, real quick, I'm gonna do like a little haul. So this is that Zen Buddhism book I was talking about. So I got that book from this antique bookstore that I stumbled across when I was walking around the city. It literally felt like a movie in there. It was like super quirky, and the guy looked like Dumbledore, who's working at the cash register. Long story short, I got ripped off on the book price, and I just got to be better with my money moving forward. So there's that. This is why I got locked out of my house. So I've been feeling really sore from the gym. So then I went to Holt Renfrew. We have some samples they gave me. Shout out to Anthony from Holt Renfrew Men's, I think it was. That guy was such a legend, bro. He gave me 2 samples of this one, and he's like, try these out first, make sure you like it. If you don't, you can always return it because you haven't opened it. And on top of that, he gave me all these samples as well, like all of these. Yeah, now I'm gonna make some dinner because I'm hungry. It is 8:30. One trippy thing I did notice was that there's this orange glow in the middle of the sky. Like, the sun had set at this point. It's like 9 o'clock at night, but there's still this like deep orange glow. I was kind of like, yo, is apocalypse happening? Like, what's going on? But apparently it was some orange lights from a soccer field because they're trying to grow grass. But like, that tripped me out for like a good minute.
The next day.
So today, I've been seeing this Mason Margiela, I'm gonna put a screenshot, bottle everywhere. I really like the aesthetic of the bottle. It looks really nice. The description, it says like every scent is supposed to be like a memory, which I really like, because smells for me are really attached to memories. Like, I can walk into a store or like smell something and name the exact vibe or memory it's giving and tell it to somebody, and they'll be like, yo, that is so true. They have some interesting scents like Jazz Club, By the Fireplace. I'm gonna go to Sephora real quick, get that. Go to Artemide, it's a lamp store with this famous lamp, and then hang out with a friend. We're planning a trip for a week to a certain area, which you'll see soon. So that's the vibe right now. A lot of talking. Let's get into it. This place is called the Esplanade, and it's on the way to the lamp store, and I really love walking by here because it's basically a giant stretch of green grass and park space. It looks really nice, and I often come by here just to hang out and chill. So the lamp store is located in this sharp and pointy building. Like, look how sharp the edges are, and look how thin it is. So once you go inside, it's basically like a showroom which showcases all their products. They don't really have any physical inventory here, and all the orders are placed online. The sales rep was pretty cool, and they had a lot of nice designs in there. But when I picked up this rechargeable lamp I was interested in and asked for the price, she said like 600 bucks. As soon as I heard that, I packed up my stuff and walked out that door. Cause tell me why 600 bucks when you can go to IKEA and get it for like 50. So this area is called Distillery District, where the lamp store is located. And it's a really historic area with lots of cool places to eat, a bunch of artwork. So I just decided to walk around for a bit because there's always something happening here. Then I headed over to Sephora to get that cologne I was talking about. It took me a while to find out where it was, but eventually I found it, and there's tons of selection, which was nice. And they also had candle versions of the scent, which was pretty surprising. The one that stood out to me was Jazz Club, which basically smelled like a bougie hotel. So I decided to get that one, but guess what? This is 50 milliliters and it was $100 or something, which is insane. Then I realized I was running late because my friend was already at my house. So I started zooming back, and low-key, it's kind of confusing to get out of Union Station. Like, I always end up getting lost somehow. But luckily, I found my way out. Side note, this new TD building is so ugly at nighttime.
Oh, hell no, man.
But at least the CN Tower always looks good. So then I headed back to my place. Shortly after recording these clips, trust me, I started running, like sprinting in the streets to get back in time. Then me and my friend went to Bullet's Burritos. It's like a popular burrito spot from my area. I've heard a lot of good things about it. So I got some wings and he got a quesadilla, I think. Then we went back to the condo to eat and plan our trip. All right, so I finally came back from my little shopping spree. I caught this. This was $100, which is kind of like pretty overpriced, but it smells really good. And then I just went to Bullet's Burritos, I think that's what it's called. I saw a couple people recommending it to me in my comments for one of my vlogs. And also on Reddit, I saw in the area that I live in, it's pretty good. So I got some wings. I'm gonna let you know how they taste. Now I'm gonna give you an honest review. So the smell and the look of the wings was a 9 out of 10. Taste wise, it was like a 7 out of 10, and I'm gonna say it's overhyped as of now. After eating and planning the trip, we decided to go on a walk to help digest the food, and we took my usual route, which is Distillery District all the way to Union Station. And lastly, make sure you guys go to magicmind.com/Ennvisionn and use my code Ennvisionn20 to get up to 56% off your first subscription for the next 10 days. Link is in the description.